ladies and gentlemen, I'm really excited now, man. We got the one and only Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot
in the house.
It's a pleasure.
What's going on, folks?
Oh, we're so happy to have you this morning. You know, good morning to you. And you may have seen the new ad featuring Mayor Lightfoot along with more than a dozen other black mayors from across the country voicing their support for Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden. And it's awesome to see all 14 of you black mayors together in one video. Yes. And the women kicked it off, then tossed it to the men. For those who haven't seen this mayor's video ad yet, where can we find it? Good morning.
Hi, how are you? Well, it's now all over, but it's definitely on the website of the Biden campaign. I think they did an awesome job. It was great to be with my fellow sister mayors, and I'll give a nod to the fellas. They picked it up.
Brett, I know you got a question because you Chi-Town.
First of all, Chi-Town in the building. I just want to say that we love you and we always talk about you and how fly you be. And it's funny because in the commercial you say, and be fly. Anyway, I'm sorry, I had to just add that. But my question is, do you speak with your fellow black mayors often about what they're doing in their respective cities to energize black voters?
No, we definitely do. We talk all the time, and particularly among the women, I mean, we've really formed a true friendship and sisterhood. You know, this has been a year like no other, and all of us are experiencing lots of different upheaval and challenges. So we lean into those relationships. You know, I'm the oldest of the mayors, but I'm the youngest in my term as mayor. So I've learned a tremendous amount from them all across the country. But yeah, we talk a lot. We're concerned. We want to make sure that people get out and vote. 4 years ago, the polls said Hillary Clinton was a shoo-in. The polls are saying the same thing with Joe Biden. But people let off their foot off the gas 4 years ago, and we cannot afford to do that. Absolutely. So we're out there telling folks, you got to sign up. You got to have a plan to vote, particularly if you're going to go and vote in person. You see what these lines are looking like across the country, but we can't be discouraged. We got to be determined. So pack a lunch, bring some water, take your tapes or whatever it is. But you've got to get out and you've got to vote, and you got to make sure everybody in your household votes, everybody in your network votes. This absolutely is the most consequential election of our lifetime. We do not want to wake up on November 4th and think, oh, I wish I had. No.
Yes.
Got to leave it all on the field now.
Right.
Yeah, and one of the things that the mayor's ad focuses on is black women's vote more often than black men. So can we say something to our brothers out there that are listening to encourage them to get up, get out, and cast their vote?
Well, this is a time for all of us to step up. You know, black women are an incredibly reliable voting bloc. But this time, the fellows also have to step up and make sure they do their part. We can't leave anybody on the sideline. You can't say, well, my wife has got it covered, my girl's got it covered. No, you got to step up this time and do your part as well. We want to see black male turnout be at historic levels, because really that's what it's going to take to turn the tide. You have a stake in this election just as we do. Your fate is going to be on the ballot just as ours is. So everybody has to step up.
Okay, so Mayor Lightfoot, so what are some of the things that you're doing in Chicago to educate some of the voters on the importance of this election?
Well, one is I personally am out there and being present and going to polling places. We just opened up expanded early voting today. So my team and I are going to be out. We're doing PSAs. We're using our social media platform. We're using email. And we're trying to get people motivated not only to vote in Chicago, but there are consequential races here in the upper Midwest, in Wisconsin, in Michigan, in Indiana and Iowa. So we're encouraging people, even if you don't feel like you in this environment can go door to door, you can text people, you can call people, you can send postcards. So this has got to be an all-out effort all across the country, but it starts with you. Don't forget to make a plan for yourself and to vote.
And Mayor Lightfoot, before you go, what are your thoughts after the Senate confirmation hearings for Amy Coney Barrett?
Well, I have a lot of thoughts about it. You know, I feel a sense of loss and sadness. Number one, I feel like the Republicans absolutely disrespected Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I mean, the body wasn't even cold, and they were already trampling all over her, rushing to fill the seat. And the fact that they have not a modicum of shame when, look what they did to Barack Obama, denied him Merrick Garland's nomination, and some of these folks wouldn't even meet with Merrick Garland. And now they're acting like it's their God-given right to stack the court in a way that isn't just about women's right to choose, isn't just about LGBTQ rights. This is about a basic sense of decency. The court is only effective if it's viewed as legitimate. You talk about the people who have been nominated by this Trump administration, and this woman in particular. Take a look at her views. Her views aren't even close to the mainstream. She scares me. I'm a lawyer. I've been a lawyer for 30 plus years. I've litigated some very, very tough cases, and this woman's views scare me because she is looking to join that conservative majority to turn back the clock on things like voting rights, things that we care about, opening up opportunities for black and brown folks and for women all across the country on issues that are long settled. She scares me. Her nomination scares me, and we have to do everything that we can again to show up on election day, because the only way that we're going to stop this tide and this attack on our rights is to vote and to elect people who understand the lived experience of black people all across this country. We've got to take back the Senate. It's more important now than ever.
Absolutely. And I didn't know you was a lawyer. I'm triple impressed. And I thank you so much. We absolutely love you. We talk about you all the time on this show. We always shout you out. So thank you so much for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot.
Lori Lightfoot.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
I'm Joe Biden, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Biden for president.